on, people. I'll plug you up right quick. Of course, I'm just coming out the store. All right. I want to talk about the Alton Sterling case. So we've been getting notifications, and certain people, they work up in the top offices down here, they've been like, you know, like leaking out a little information. So certain folks that they know will put it on Facebook that the decision's supposed to be, you know, they're supposed to come back with a decision soon. Are they gonna charge the officer who shot and killed Alton Sterling on the wee mornings of July 5th, 2016. I'm sorry, I'm hesitant. I don't know why. I don't know. So, yeah, so it came on the news on my phone. You know, when you have news alerts from your local news stations, they come on the phone, and it just let us know, just let me know that they're gonna have a decision tomorrow. The Attorney General just met with the family and whatever, and we've been hearing this for 2 years. I mean, it really will be 2 years on July 5th of this year, but still, this is way too long. But at first, it was handed down to the police department the FBI, and they said that was the first mistake. But you know, when you don't really know what you're doing, you just want some answers to how your family member died or whatever. You don't know what to do, so they sent it to the FBI because they thought that the FBI, you know, would dig deeper into whatever it is the local police department is trying to hide. You know, something like the Kanika Jenkins case. Except the Kanika Jenkins case never made it to the FBI. They hurry up and close the case up. So they came back with a decision that, from what they seen, from what they going by, they didn't think that it was enough evidence to charge the officers with murdering him, or, you know, charge him with anything, wrongful death, anything. But they also had a lot of meetings after that. And like I say, people talk, people know people, and they put things on Facebook, and they were saying that the tapes, all of the tapes weren't released. Just like with the Kanika Jenkins case. All the tapes, you know, they had edited recordings and stuff like that, and missing documents, just all that kind of stuff with that Vivotech recording system at the Crown Plaza out there in Rosemont in Chicago or whatever. So yeah, that's the same thing with that, kind of similar in the same thing, in the same way. Like, you can always trust the higher authority to come back with a decision that you're expecting. You know, at the end of the day, ain't nobody on your side but God. And I'll be glad when they come back with a decision whether they're going to charge Salamoni or not. And the officer who shot and killed Alton, name is Blane Salamoni. Y'all could go back and look at the video. But the video that they showed with him, you know, the dash cam. I'm sorry that I'm hesitant. I'm so sorry. I hope that y'all are patient with me, and thank y'all for watching. But the video on the dash cam, you know, it was just a whole lot of mess behind them, waiting for them to turn those tapes over. And when they turned them over, they turned them over after the FBI did their investigation. So it came to the Attorney General's office, and so he's going to have the decision on tomorrow whether he thinks that they should charge Blane Salamoni in the death of Alton Sterling. And from the tapes that they let us see, I think they even showed it on like CNN or something, after the FBI closed their investigation and said they didn't have enough evidence to charge him, doesn't mean there isn't any evidence enough to charge him. They just didn't have it in their possession. So after the store, they had released the tapes because it happened in the front of a convenience store in a neighborhood that's like 10 minutes away from me. So after they took the tapes from their store, they never gave him his tapes back, and they didn't release him to the FBI. So the case ended up going back to the police department to do their own investigation. And you already know they not going to charge him. They're not going to charge their own. So at the end of the day, who do you have on your side? Who can you trust? And so now we just waiting the decision to see if they're going to charge Officer Salamoni in killing Alton Sterling. And I can't wait for the family to get closure, because one of the aunts, y'all probably seen her in the news a lot, speaking out the most about it. And, you know, just crying for, you know, for them to come back with something and stop closing the door in the family face. Her name is Sandra Sterling. She do a lot of Facebook Lives. So she took a trip. She took a drive down to New Orleans. This happened in Baton Rouge, the capital city of Louisiana. So she took a drive down to New Orleans to the FBI headquarters to get answers. She went down there banging on the doors trying to find out, you know, what's going on with her nephew's case. Why is it still at a standstill? And that happened, I think that had happened like right before Christmas. She went down there. She was on Facebook Live. She was on the highway, on the interstate, on the bridge, on her way back to BR. And she said, I'm about to pull over. I'm going to talk to y'all later. I don't feel right. So she hadn't been doing a live regularly like she always, you know, like we know her to do. Those of us who are friends with her on Facebook or follow her. The woman had a massive stroke. And see, that whole situation, you never know. All of that stress could have came down on her and caused her to have that stroke. I said, I seen something. I just, like, the spirit just showed me something different when she was getting off live, because it's like, I got to go right now. And, like, she wasn't feeling well, and she wasn't all in, you know, she wasn't in her right mind at the moment when she was recording herself coming from down there, and she was crying and upset and saying, I'm just ready for this to be over so we could get closure. Because at the end of the day, God have the last say so. And Alton is resting in peace. She was saying, it's us that's still stressing about this, you know. But at the same time, they murdered him. And I'm not going to rest, you know. You just have to go. I think her page is not private. So if y'all could go and look up her Facebook Lives, her name is Sandra Sterling. Yeah, and, you know, and show us some support and, you know, send the love and everything to the family, because they really going through it still and they need it right now. So yeah, so tomorrow we'll find out what's going on. And I work in an area at a school where the store where he was killed at is like a few blocks up the street from the school. And I'm just hoping that when the news make the decision, wait until school is out, you know. Wait until elementary, middle, and high school is out. So everyone could be in their homes in front of TV waiting to see what they're going to say. Because I would hate for school to be letting out. And if they come back with the wrong decision, all hell going to break loose. Because they're going to be protesting. And I could just imagine the scenery when we getting off from work and have to go that way. I mean, obviously we can go another way. But I'm just saying, no. You got to think about the children's safety and school buses and stuff. And I'm not saying that folks going to get out there and cut up. You know, it's just, you know, they're going to have a heavy police presence and stuff like that. They already threatens, like, hard. They go hard behind, you know, over people's freedom of expression or freedom of speech and freedom to protest. They so against that down here, you know. I could only imagine how it's going to be tomorrow if they come back with the decision saying they're not going to charge the officer. So I just wanted to talk about that real quick. And I'm going to come back tomorrow with my update, of course, to let y'all know what the decision is. But you probably, you know, already seen it on the news, because I'm pretty sure They just might come with an interruption on the news and let the nation know what the decision is. You know, so many people were killed by the hands of police officers over the past couple of years and further back. And their decision came down way quicker than Alton's. This happened on July 5th, 2016. And here we are, you know, towards the end of March 2018. Still nothing. So we'll find out tomorrow. I'm ready for the family to get closure. Just as I am Teresa Martin with the Kenneka Jenkins case. I'm ready to see her family get closure. I mean, she say that she is, you know, she well with it all. She's saying it. But I'm a mother of a 19-year-old just like she was. That's why that you know, touched me so, because, you know, I feel her. I just feel for her so deeply. You know, my daughter's 19, just like Kenneka was. And I'll be revisiting that and doing another video on that pretty soon also. You know, I hope people don't go crazy, because people go crazy on them videos. Like they, you know, hold you up to a certain expectation. You're not going to control when I'm going to speak on anything. I'm going to speak on what I want to speak on when I feel like it. Feel free to go look at somebody else's videos about Kenneka. I'm pretty sure people are constantly updating on it every day. You know, and I took a long break away from speaking on it, but I'm going to speak on updates. Not, you know, as far as investigating, I'm done with that. I gave that up, you know, put it all in the Lord's hand. He gonna take care of it. But you know, I still have the right to speak on my opinion of the case overall. This sun is killing me. So I'm about to get out of this spot and head back to my house. I just wanted to come on with that real quick. I want to thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified when I come up with something new. And thank y'all for watching. I will talk to you tomorrow.